Good morning. I hope there are some people out there who are joining us this morning. I just want to, today we are going to work on our shoulders and our back. Of course, everything that we do is a total body workout, but today it's really going to concentrate more on the shoulders and our back muscles, especially since, for me especially, working on my computers, I am like doing this the whole time. And so we really need to just work on opening up our hearts, which is very important in strengthening our shoulder muscles and our back muscles, because these are the muscles that are supporting our body. So I see that a couple of you guys are joining me. Thank you. I'm glad to see all of you. And so again, today we're going to concentrate on our shoulders and our back. It's so important because most of us, including myself, I sit on the couch with my laptop and I'm doing this all the time, right? And so there's a lot of things happening. Look at all this weight that I carry on my shoulders, right? And then my back is curved in, my core is not engaged, and this is wreaking havoc on my posture, but also internally, because I'm restricting the flow of the circulation. It's just, and my heart rate is probably as low as there is because there's lack of movement except for my fingers, right? So we really need to revive our bodies. And that's what we also need to do as, faith community, is not to be stagnant in a position where we get so used to doing things that we forget to engage, but that we really need to just come together, engage, and just to learn to work together as a body of Christ, right? So please grab a hand towel, a bath towel. Now my bath towel is, last time we did this, it was kind of slipping, and as I rolled it, what I did was I just made a big knot, right? And then I'm just going to tuck the ends so that it can become like a ball. I wish you could all have my exercise ball that I typically use in our classes, but we don't have that. We didn't have that opportunity since all this shelter in place and everything else came so unexpectedly. Another thing we can do is if you have like a big rubber band, sometimes a rubber band comes with your mail or whatever, or you have any type of something that can have traction. This is like part of my TheraBand that you use. It's actually very stretchy and it's good for like exercises, right? So this is what I use sometimes. And but today you do this. I'm gonna wrap this. If you have a chair with the back going all the way down, then you shouldn't have a problem with the slippage. So what we're gonna do before we begin is we're gonna sit up tall. I'm gonna put this down here. Second chair in front of you. Put your feet inside the legs of your chair. Okay. Now, engage your toes so that you can feel the ball of your feet pressing into the floor. Okay, slightly tuck the hip under so you can sit up tall, like something's like pulling you from the top. So just even in this posture, you will notice that already your muscles are engaged, right? Your heart is open, shoulders are down, your hip is slightly tucked so there's no pressure on the lower back. You're not doing this, you're not doing that, right? So we're doing sitting up tall. And then from this position, we're just gonna loosen up our muscles a little bit, because it's very important that, being in a stiff position for a long period of time, like even sleeping, for you to come and all of a sudden you want to engage these muscles, you're gonna put a lot of strain. So we need to just kind of prep our bodies, right? That's what we're gonna do with a warm-up. That's what warm-ups are. It's prepping the body. So we're gonna just sitting up tall, bring your shoulders all the way up. It's the inhale, and when you exhale, drop. Inhale up, exhale, drop. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Okay. From here, we're gonna roll our shoulders. Remember, rolling our shoulders is not this. This really is straining so much of all these muscles on your shoulders and your neck. Okay? Rolling our shoulders, we're gonna take our shoulders back, opening up our heart, and then we're gonna take, using our arms, we're gonna take it down, and then bring it forward, separating our shoulder blades. Take it up and back, and then as you inhale, bring it forward. Inhale back, heart open. Exhale, bring it forward. Look at my shoulder. I'm not doing this. It's not up to my ears. It's staying down. And then we're just warming up our shoulders, our chest, our back. Bring it forward. Inhale, back. And exhale, forward. So notice that my core stays still. I'm not doing this. We're not rolling, right? We're not there yet. And we're gonna go back, down, and separate our shoulder blade. Back, down, and separate our shoulder blade. And then just take it back and hold. And inhale and exhale. If it helps, go ahead and extend your arms all the way out. Always slightly bent, leaving your elbows slightly bent. We always want that micro bend on our joints. You don't want to hyperextend. Continue to shoulders back and under. Inhale and exhale. Look at my neck. I'm not doing this, right? We tend to do, this is our habit. It's like a human nature. We always want to go with defensive mechanism, leading with ourselves. And we really need to just tuck and engage in a balanced, aligned alignment. Right? So hold it up. Inhale and exhale. My shoulder blades are together. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take it all the way down. And as you inhale, take your arms all the way up. My shoulders are down. So I'm not doing this, right? So look at the difference. When I'm doing this, all of a sudden my heart's closed. I'm straining, especially my neck. So we're gonna take the shoulders down and we're stretching all the way to our fingertips, all the way. Inhale and exhale. No lower back strain. Straighten it up, right? Tuck your hips slightly under. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly bring it back down. Okay. Grab your towels. Let's go right into this. So we're gonna remember that it is all about our shoulders and our back. And yes, we will feel it in other places, but our concentration is on just that. Okay? So grab your towel ball. You want to tuck it slightly under so that you can, and then holding it here, you want to slightly tuck your tailbone under so that you have this. What this towel is doing is giving you that bit of that support so you can remember to keep that keep your hips tucked so that your lower abs are engaged. We want this engaged at all times. That's what keeps us upright, you know. This is our core. This is what keeps us balanced. And just like faith is the core of our life, right? As long as we keep engaging with our faith, our life will find its balance. We know how to deal with all the difficulties and stuff in balanced mode when we are engaged with our faith. Same thing as the core of our body. When our abs are engaged, the core muscles are engaged, you can see your body just aligned, and no matter which position you're in, it helps you engage in the rest of the body. But as soon as you let go of your core, all the muscles become disengaged. and it works in everything that we do. So engage by slowly tucking that tailbone under as you're just gently leaning to your towel ball. And then don't forget your feet. Engage your toes so that your feet all the way to your chest muscles are all engaged. Okay? Inhale and exhale. Just let's get our body get used to this position. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, take your towel. Take it as wide as you can. We want to keep our heart open. Inhale and exhale. Always see, watch my elbow, they're out. I'm going to change the angle slightly so you can see me better. Okay. My legs are engaged. I'm holding there, my core is engaged. So in this position, you might feel, it all depends on the strength of your core, right? You might feel like leaning back maybe just a bit too much. Then you will have to sit up a little bit. But know where your body is. What is your body telling you? We have to listen to the spirit within us. We have to listen to our body telling us, this is too much for you. This is not where you are. You need to adjust. You need to modify where you are, right? And it takes courage to do that because we have to admit that we are not as strong as we like to be. I think it's for everybody, including myself, right? So we all have to be honest with our bodies for our health. Okay? So bring it out, elbows outward. Now pull the towel and feel all your muscles up here in upper body and everything else from neck down. It's all engaged. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Watch my wrist. Now, I have tendency of like twisting it as well. I have to be really mindful of making sure that my wrists are aligned. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take it all the way down. As we're beginning, bring your bodies up, roll it forward, and then come up very slowly. Head is always last to come up, and then just shake it out. Move it, just give yourself a little movement, get all the stiffness out, and get back into the pose. Lean it in, lower abs tucked, toes tucked, pressing your feet down, all four corners of your feet. Your balls of your feet, heels, they're down, pressing out into the legs of the chair, and you should feel your legs just completely engaged. Okay? This is not an easy movement. Just staying here may be enough. And whole time, if you want, you can just stay here like this and watch and jump in whenever you feel you want to participate, but you're already working your muscles by just in engagement, right? So we want to strengthen our arms, our chest, and our back. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull, watch your wrist again, elbows out, heart is open. So here, it's easy to close our heart. I mean, it happens. Even when we're just a little bit tired, we want to do this. Our heart is closing because our shoulder is coming forward. And we want to really just take our shoulders down and keep that heart open at the same time, keeping our core engaged. Inhale and exhale. Now from here, we're going to raise it up just high enough that you can see that the towel is your eye level. And hold it and press it out, elbows outward. And feel the difference, the way it is working on our shoulders and our back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You gotta breathe. When things get really tough, when the body's being challenged, it is our nature. Our body has this really bad defensive mechanisms that kicks in. So whenever things get tired, our certain smaller muscles, they just want to creep in and just, get us out of these poses. And we really need to strengthen it so we can maintain the perfect postures, right postures. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Breath is the key. And one of the defensive mechanisms when we're challenged is that we want to hold our breath. And what happens is we really constrict the oxygen and we are really constraining our muscles, and we want the exhale to happen. So we can inhale all the fresh oxygen and just let our blood flow through our bodies. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly bring it down. Control movements. Let every move count. Don't waste your move by just dropping. Let every move count. Slowly. You can stay here and take a breath, or you can come up, sit up tall. Again, move a little bit if you need to, and then come right back in whenever. Remember, you have to listen to your body. Only you know what your body is telling you. No one else could do that for you. So if you feel like this is getting really tired and you feel your body just compromising with these bad postures, that's the time your body's going to take a breath. It's time for you to take a breath. So you just bring it down, take a breath, let it recover. You can move your shoulders a little bit and then come right back in. Okay? Now we're going to do it again. This time we're going to go a little bit higher. So inhale, and as you exhale, bring it up to chest level first. Watch your wrist, elbows out. Don't forget your feet. Inhale, and as you exhale, take it up to your eye level. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to take it up just a little bit higher, just above our eye level. So when you just kind of look up, move your eyes upward, you should be able to see it. 5, 4, 3, 2. I know my counting is slowing down, but we want to continue to really engage. Keep those shoulders down. 2. I know I'm a bad counter. 1. Slowly back to the chest level. Hold it. 5, 4. Your arms should be shaking. I don't know if you can see it, but my towel is shaking. 3, 2, 1. All the way down. And shake it off. If you need to come up, go up, take a breath, come right back in. All about shoulders. You should already feel. Of course, you should feel it on your arms and everywhere else, but we are concentrating on our shoulders, our chest muscles, and our back. So really be mindful of your shoulder blades, because the movement of your shoulder blades, you can feel the way your back muscles engage. So if you just even take your shoulders back and bring your shoulders blades together, you should feel your back muscle just completely engaged. If you need to, use your hands. Just go in and just give your muscles a little touch, nudge. It connects the senses to your brain. Our hands are amazing what it does, right? So when we extend our hands to each other, which unfortunately in this current situation we can't do, but when we tap someone on the back, that human touch really does make a difference in that person and in your relationship. And same thing for our body. When we use our hands to just give it a sense, we are enhancing that connection from our muscles to our brain. So don't be afraid to once in a while when you engage, oh, okay, I'm engaged. You're doing good. And you're sending that senses to your brain so that it connects that sensibility once again. Okay. All right, this time we're gonna step it up. You can stay where we are. We are constantly, my job is to constantly challenge you, and then your job is to do what you need to do for your body to strengthen, okay? So, bring it up, chest level, pulling it out. Don't forget your feet, toes engaged, pressing your feet out into the legs. Inhale. And exhale, this time we're gonna take it out, bring it in. Shh. Take it out, bring it in. Shh. We're gonna do, take it out, bring it in. 10 times. 10. Shh. 9. I know first 2 didn't count. Shh. 8. Shh. 7. Shh. When you bring it in, you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. 6. Shh. 5. Shh. 4. Shh. 3. Shh. 2. Shh. 1. Shh. We are not done. Take it up, back up. Inhale, and as you exhale, take it up to eye level. Inhale, As you exhale, you're going to bring it down. Elbows are still out. Your shoulder blades are together. Inhale up. Back to the eye level. Exhale, bring it down to the chest. Eye level. Exhale down. Eye level. Exhale down. Eye level. Down. Eye level. And down. Eye level. And down. 5 more. Eye level. And down. Eye level. And down. Eye level. And down. Eye level. Don't forget, don't do that. Don't let your shoulders creep up. You want that down, and as you go down, you want your shoulder blades together. Eye level. And down. 2 more. Let's do 2 more. Eye level. And down. Eye level. And down. We're not done. Inhale, and as you exhale, take it up to just above your eye level. Inhale, and down, same thing. Back to the chest. Shoulder blades together. Up, and down. 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 Up, and down, up, and down. 1 more. Up, and down. Take it up, inhale, and as you exhale, slowly bring it down. Let every move count. Whew. Shake it off. You can stay, continue to keep your abs engaged, or if this is too much, if you really feel a lot of strain going on in your, especially in your hip flexors, then come on up, take a breath, just kind of move, give yourself a little bit of move, you know, and then when you're ready, come back in. We're gonna do that 1 more set. Tuck. Feet pressing out, toes engaged, core is engaged. Slightly tuck the tailbone under so you can really feel your abs engaged here, solid. So we don't even need to do a separate core workout because we are really working on our core the whole time we're in this position. So if you have a chair back and you're touching the back, that's fine. Just don't put your whole body weight on it. Then you lose your engagement, right? So if you can just slightly touch the back of the chair just so that it can support you, but not to completely let your core be leaning on that. Right? So just do what you need to do to engage the muscles. It is about engagement. Okay, and that's what's strengthening us. Inhale, 1 more set, and exhale, come on up. Eye level. Inhale, and exhale, and inhale up. Exhale in. Shoulder blades together. Inhale up. Bring it in. Shoulder blades together. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. 5 more. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Watch your shoulders. Exhale in. Inhale out. Remind your feet. Keep mindful. It's about also we are training the body to be aware of all the engagement. So at the times like this, when it gets really hard in upper body, it's normal for a lower body to just be loose. And we gotta make sure that we are engaging it all. Okay, I think we already did this. The counting, right? I know I'm a bad counter, but you know, take it as part of the challenge, okay? Inhale and exhale, bring it up to the eye level. Inhale and exhale, bring it down. Elbows out, shoulder blades in, chin tuck. Make sure you're not doing this. You're gonna tuck it. Inhale out, up. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Your body right now, your shoulders, your back, especially your arms, it should really be challenged. You should feel the heat. And if you're like me right now, I could really feel it. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. 1 more time. Inhale out, exhale in. Take it all the way up to your eyebrow level. And then bring it in. Shh. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Shh. All the way up. Exhale down. Shh. Shoulder blades together. Inhale up. Shoulder blades together. Shh. 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 One last time. Inhale up and shoulder blades together. Shh. Inhale all the way up, and as you exhale, bring it all the way down. Shh. Okay, if you can go ahead and slowly bring your body forward and come on right back up. That last set really was challenging. It was just definitely challenging for me. Let's go ahead. We're going to go back to that beginning, the roll over shoulders, like the way we did, just to release all this muscles that we just worked on, okay? So, use your arms, take it back, chest open, shoulders are down, shoulder blades together, down, and then bring your arms forward, separating those shoulder blades. Inhale back, down, exhale forward. Shh. Inhale back, down, exhale forward. Shh. Inhale back, down, exhale forward. Shh. One more time. Inhale back, down, and exhale forward. Shh. And then slowly release. And if let us now stretch our neck, because all that tension you had built from the current exercise is probably tightened your muscles. It's very important. And now that we're warmed up, we can safely stretch these muscles. So sitting up tall, again, core is engaged, our hips slightly tucked, even sitting tall. Okay. So just look at my posture, where I'm completely engaged. My feet are active still. But then when I let go, just my ab muscles, my body just sinks, and my alignment is already off. So we want to sit up tall. So everything in my body is engaged, especially when I push my feet out into the chair, right? So sitting up tall, inhale, and as you exhale, just drop your head. And then slowly let the weight of your head just go. So relax your shoulders. Now relaxing our shoulders doesn't mean this. Okay? We're letting our shoulders go while our core is still engaged. From here, next exhale, you want to slowly just move your head over to the left shoulder. Really feel the side of your right side of your neck stretch. Slowly take your left hand, gently just touch your right shoulder, and just gently just press that shoulder down, deepening the stretch of this muscle. Gentle stretch. If you want to go a little deeper in this position, instead of your hand on the shoulder, very gently you can place your hand right on the top of your right side of your head. From here, what's important, you never want to yank anything, right? You never want to force anything. We are not good in being forced to do anything, because automatically our defensive mechanism kicks in. And same thing for our body. As soon as you try to force a muscle to do something, your muscle is going to tense up. So we never want to force anything. From here, inhale, and as you exhale, just gently relax your arm. So what we're doing is we're allowing the gravity to just gently help us have that deeper stretch. And then when you're ready, slowly release. From here, you want to just slowly roll your head back to the center. And let it just stay there and do a couple breaths. And just feel the difference between the side that hasn't been stretched yet versus the side that's been stretched. You should definitely feel the difference. Inhale, and as you exhale, you can roll your head to the right side, opposite direction. Inhale and exhale. Just gently press the shoulder down. Don't forget to continue to keep your feet engaged. I mean, in this position, you could test your body. Just relax your feet and look what happens. Your lower body just tends to sink in because you're no longer engaged. So go ahead and press those feet out by lifting those and lift those toes to press your feet down. If you want, you can take your right hand, gently take it down, press this shoulder down very gently. Feel nice, long, and get elongation of that muscle. If you want to go a little deeper, be very cautious. Take your hand, very gently place it on the left side of your head. Never pull, inhale. And as you exhale, just relax that shoulder and that arm. You're allowing the gravity to help you get to that deeper stretch. Powers in the exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. We can never rush through a stretch. Slowly, go ahead and bring your hand down. Roll your head back to the center. You never want to just come out. Remember, you're always going to make movements when your body is aligned. Our head is not aligned with the spine right now. So for you to just all of a sudden instantly raise your head up, you are risking the possibility of that strain in the neck, right? So you want to make sure that you bring your head forward and then slowly come up. So now we're going to stretch the front part of our neck, which is my favorite, because again, when we're doing this, we're shortening these muscles, right? And not only are we shortening these muscles, but also we're creating wrinkles, right? So we want to make sure that we prevent this. So we have to stretch the front part of our neck. So what I like to do is I literally just go ahead and sitting up tall, raise my chin all the way up, and as I exhale, I literally make an exaggerated push of my chin up to the ceiling. You should feel a nice stretch. But if some of you have problem just with taking your head back, you can do two things. Link your fingers, bring your base of your head, bring your elbows forward. The reason why I don't have it out this way, because we tend to, when we have it out this way, we tend to, our shoulders tend to come up and just strain that neck even more. So we want to bring our elbows forward and then lean back and just kind of lean, and you're supporting your head in doing that. Another way of doing it is using your towel. Take it to the base of your neck, bring it forward, same thing, and just lean back. This is a safe way of doing it, and then exaggerate by really lifting your chin up to the ceiling. But I like mine. I'm so used to doing this. I do this at least twice a day, 10 times each set. So lift it up. You should feel a nice stretch in the front neck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it there. Take it up, hold. It's really nice to feel that. 5. This may be even hard for those of you who has not done it before, right? But you'll notice, almost instantly I could feel nice long stretch, and then when I look in the mirror, I see when it's really tight, I can feel the roping, and then when I do this and look at the mirror, I could instantly see that being released. So not only is it good aesthetically, but it's really good for our neck, because our neck supports our head, which is heavy, right? And so we need to make sure that it is flexible and strong. So we want to continue to do that. So remember to do that daily basis, in the morning and at night. All right, let's go back we're gonna do one more exercise, and then I wanna really get to a nice, good stretch, okay? So, because I know that this exercise is always challenging. So again, tuck the tailbone under, lean back. Abs engaged. Feet engaged. And sit up tall, shoulders down. So this time, we're going to again take our towel all the way out as far as you can. If you have long arms, then you might need a longer towel. And I know that in our class we use a rope. Rope is very good because you can take it as wide as you can. So it's up to you on where you feel it and what works best. Okay, you can go around the house and find things that will work. I mean, extension cord would even work, right? So I have all the equipment, but sometimes it just doesn't, it all depends on what we can work with. Bring it forward, just grab, and you already feel your arms engaged, shoulders down, and as you exhale, just slowly, just go ahead and extend, slightly micro bend that arms and pull out, shoulders down, hold. Inhale, we're going to take it all the way up. Now we're up above our head. Inhale, we're going to bring it down straight, elbows out. And feel your back muscles engage because shoulder blades are together. So here, if you bring your elbows down, you should feel instantly your muscle is disengaged. So we got to really find ways where we can engage better with each other. Inhale up. Exhale down. Slow movements. Shoulder blades closed. Inhale up. Exhale, shoulder blades down and together. Inhale up. Don't forget your feet. Exhale down. We're really working on the back muscle. Inhale up. Exhale down. So when you go to our health clubs, there's this machine that you can do this with a bunch of weights and stuff. You don't need to do this. Because what happened, a common time when you see people doing this with the machine, so when they go up, they totally let themselves go. And that's not how you got to constantly be engaged. And towel works just as well, right? And we don't need to go anywhere to do this. Inhale, exhale down. Elbows out. Inhale, exhale down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale up. Exhale down. Shoulder blades together. Don't forget your core. So when you're coming down, you should feel your abs like really just engaging to keep you balanced and holding it there. So this is a total body workout. Inhale, exhale down. We're concentrating on the back muscle. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 5 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. I'm sorry, I lost my count, so we're going to do 2 more. Up and down, 1 more, last one, up and down, hold it here. Press the shoulders down, keeping the elbows out. And at the same time, we are squeezing the shoulder blades together, cores engaged. Inhale. And exhale all the way up very slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to slowly just bring it all the way down. Head down. Come on up. Woo. And release. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling it all over, especially my shoulders and my back. To be honest, this morning I was tired. I didn't want to work out. But if it wasn't for you guys, I'm here. I'm actually doing the exercise that I needed to do. Or else if it wasn't for you, I would literally be on a couch. So I'm so happy that you're with me. All right, let's stretch. Because the time just flies, right? I'm going to take it back so we can do the basic stretch sitting down. And then we're going to stand up and we're going to stretch our hips. Because one of the terrible habits of sitting so long happens is that it wreaks havoc on our hips, and then our hips connected to lower back. If you have a lower back pain from sitting so long period of time, it's because our hips are so tight and we put so much strain on that lower back. So we're gonna do that. Okay? Sit up tall, bring your right foot up to the chair, dig your heel in. Make sure that you're sitting with your hips square. You don't wanna sit like this, okay? You wanna sit with your hips square. Okay? Inhale. And as you exhale, just dig the heel down as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So watch my body posture. Even I'm in stretch, my core is still engaged. I'm sitting upright. Because as soon as I let go of my core, I lose the engagement, no matter how hard I'm trying. And then my alignment is off, right? Because I'm doing this hunchback thing. So you want to sit up tall, really engage that lower abs so that there isn't any pressure on the lower back, and just dig that heel down. And then slowly take your towel, wrap it at the base of your feet, and just sit really tall. And just pull the towel. At the same time, your foot is pulling into the towel. And you're sitting tall and dig that heel. And you should really feel like this deep stretch happening in the back of your leg all the way. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, just slowly bring your heart forward. Just a little bit. Just enough. You feel the part where it's like tense, and just hold it there and breathe it in. Inhale. And exhale. Look at my body. I'm not curving. I'm not doing this, right? I am literally engaging my arms by pulling. At the same time, my foot is engaged, pressing into the towel. Inhale and exhale. Heart forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Go as deep as you can. There's no competition here. Inhale and exhale. For my body, it responds after about 3 to 5 breaths. Everybody's different. We're all at different places. It takes a lot of strength and courage for our individuals to simply say, this is where I am and this is where I'm going to be, instead of constantly worrying about what everyone else is thinking. But to do things in a healthy way, really need to start from within. Have confidence, build that confidence. Okay, now when you're ready, just drop your head first, and then release your hands of the towel. Now relax your feet, and then slowly stack your vertebrae one at a time, and your head is last to come up. So if you feel all of a sudden like a rush of blood flowing, that's normal, because we've done such an intensity of this stretch that your blood's just like doing this, right? So when you release it, it does it even more. So just give yourself time. That's why we're sitting down. We're not standing, we're sitting, right? So we can actually center ourselves. You can move your legs side to side, because it was a very intense stretch, and we need to just kind of say, good job, thank you. And then very gently guide your leg back down. Other side. Take it up. Dig the heel down, sitting tall, and just be here. Flush your toe, and just be here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take your towel. Bring it to the base of your foot. Now pull with the shoulders down. Same time, press the ball of your foot into the towel. Feel the intensity. This is active stretch. We're controlling and activating our muscles at the same time we're stretching. We don't want to just let our muscles go, because people used to get injured like that all the time because you just want to, we don't know when to stop. We just want to stretch. We have a goal, and our goal used to be to have our head touch certain parts of our legs, and what had happened with that goal was we forget the purpose. And when we forgot the purpose, then we weren't taking caution of our muscles, and people used to get injured constantly, tearing their muscles. So we want to really engage at the same time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. So it's not about the end. It's about the purpose. It's really about the process. And this applies to everything that we do in ministry. It's the process. Our faith is not a one-time thing. Our faith practice is our daily thing, every moment thing. It's constant reminder and practice. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your heart forward. Slowly. And just stop where when you feel the tenseness. And then just breathe it in. Inhale and exhale. Look at my back. Instead of doing this, straining, my spine is aligned. I'm leading with my heart. But as soon as I just want to concentrate on bringing my head down, I am just closing everything in. I'm going to go for that goal. No, this does nothing for your body except leading you to a possibility of injury. So you want to always with the heart open. Just gentleness. Practice gentleness. Our body is the only instrument that God gave us to serve. And when we don't take care of our bodies with gentleness and kindness, then we can't serve to the capacity that God wants us to serve. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly just drop your head first. We want to release the tension from the weight of the head. Relax the towel. And then release the leg. Slowly come up. And your head is last. Come up. Stacking up our vertebrae. And then just loosen up your leg. Thank you. And then guide your leg gently down. Let me just move it around. Now we're going to actually try to stretch our back. So you can do, there are so many variations of doing this. It's up to you. You find ways that you can do it. My favorite place to stretch my back is from a sink. Because let's say if this is very low vanity, but if this was the sink, I literally grab the sink and then I round my back and I pull my body back. And it just literally stretches all of my back muscles. Another thing we can do as we're sitting down, your chair in front of you, bring your chair in close and it touches your knee. And you can just grab the back of the chair and then inhale, as you exhale, just pull your body back, separating your shoulder blades. You should really feel a nice long stretch. Remember, don't hyperextend your arms, because when you hyperextend, your shoulder comes up, right? So you want to keep your shoulders down and just slightly bend those, micro bend on your elbows, and then just pull round in your back, separating those shoulder blades. Another way of doing it is you can use your legs. So you can bring both legs up. You can do this on the floor, wherever. Use your towel Wrap around the foot. Press just like we did with individual legs, right? You want to dig your heels down and then pull the towel. At the same time, your feet are pulling into the towel. Inhale and exhale. We're literally separating our shoulder blades by rounding the back. Nice long stretch of the upper back. So when I'm pulling, my arms are not hyperextending. My elbow is still having that little micro bend. It's all up to you and whatever works. I mean, if you want, you can do one leg at a time doing the same thing. But make sure you do the other side as well. And slowly release. So now we're gonna sit over to the facing you, because we want our foot to be on a chair just slightly off to the side. Everybody's different where you are in flexibility, right? Some of you may be further back, if you are some of those who are very flexible people who can do like splits or something. But you know, most of us are probably about this angle where it's comfortable. You want to be comfortable, okay? Just want to have your foot there. Now dig your heel down. Inhale and exhale. What you want to do, the key here is to keeping your heart open. So what we want to do is we want to literally look up if you can, or just turn a little bit over to look at your left elbow. I mean your shoulder. My elbow's here, right? Shoulder. And then just literally you are going down and use your elbow to guide you. You could have your arm inside your thigh and open up that chest. So when you open this up, you should feel the lower left side of your lower back, the mid back, just a nice stretch. Just be here. You can grab the other back if you want, and just if you pull, you can feel the difference. So I'm pressing into my legs so I can keep my heart open. At the same time, I can pull the back of the chair and just really continue and feel this nice elongation of this muscle. Don't strain, you don't want to strain your neck, okay? You gotta really tuck that chin. Don't forget that this foot on the chair is engaged. Nice, really long stretch of the mid back. You're probably wondering how you can stretch it. This is actually not an easy muscle stretch, right? This is a great way of doing it. So coming out of this pose, again, we want to go back to the alignment before we can get up. So we want to bring this shoulder forward. You feel the release, and then slowly come up. Okay. Same thing on the other side. I'm gonna switch this way. So instead of shaking you just switch where you were seating. Okay. So go ahead and dig the heel down. Abs always engaged. This is your abs have to be, your core needs to be engaged in order to keep your heart open, right? Inhale. And as you exhale, just slowly look to the right shoulder, and at the same time using the inside of your arm, just lean in and just slowly nudge this inside your thigh. Never press it into the knee. Just open up that heart. Open up. You should feel a nice long stretch going on just right here. Breathe. And I mean, you can, even for me, I could just feel the strain when I know that my chin, it wants to look up, right? You want to just tuck that chin and feel the release of the tension on your shoulders and your neck. Inhale and exhale. If you want to go deeper, take your arm up. You can just lengthen that muscle, just reach. So this arm is important in keeping our heart open, right? Because as soon as you let this go, it just falls right in. As soon as I let this arm go. So I'm going to press this arm into the inside of my thigh, and it just opens up my heart. So when you do this, don't do this. It's not about touching your arm to the ear. It's about keeping that head. It's about lengthening this muscle. So you want to just lengthen instead of this. Okay? And then slowly bring it down. Again, from here, coming out, we have to making sure that our body's aligned first. So bring your shoulders down and in. And then slowly come out of our pose. Okay, and very gently guide that arm down. Now we're gonna, last thing I want to do with you is to stretch our hip flexors. Okay, so we gotta stand up, stand in front of the chair, take your foot to the back. Make sure that your knee is, if you have a slight bit of the cushion so that it can support your knee, then that's great. If you want to go a little bit more deeper stretch, you want to keep your foot on the chair instead of your knee. Okay, so you might have to move up forward. So from here, what do we do? Inhale, and as you exhale, all we're going to do is just literally bring our hip aligned with the chair and then tuck our tailbone slightly under. Bring this hip just slightly down. That's all you need, right? And you should feel nice, long stretch of your front hip flexors. At the same time, you're stretching your quadricep muscles, your thighs. And then breathe. And as each exhale, see if you can tuck your tailbone in a little bit more, and you should feel a deeper stretch. At the same time, you're pressing your foot into the chair. Inhale. Exhale. If keeping the foot flat on the chair is too much for you, go ahead and just curve your toe, put your toe on it, and then do the same thing. Just press the foot down into the chair. At the same time, you curve the tailbone under, and you still should feel a nice, long stretch. It's not actually a deeper stretch. Abs engaged, as always, to keep our heart open. Again, as soon as I let my abs go, all the stretch is gone, all the engagement is gone, right? Anytime we do any type of service as act of faith, our faith has to be engaged, right? And our spirit has to really give life to that faith as our breath does for our body. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Okay, if you haven't already, go ahead and bring your body forward. Weight is on the front heel. Okay, so that keeps the strain out of our knee. And then bring it down. Other side. Take it back. You can have it back here. You can bring it down, your feet. Listen to your body and do whatever your body feels right for you. Hips square, slightly tuck the tailbone under, core engaged. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If you want, or if you need to, go ahead and you can tuck the put toe, stand on curve your toe on that, so then you can go a little deeper instead of having the top of your foot, because it all depends on the flexibility of our ankles. Really just engage your core, slightly bring that hip forward by tucking that hip under. One more breath. And then this time, just go ahead again, engage your big toe, and then put all the weight on the back heel, and then bring your body forward and down. And slowly shake it off. So, let us sit tall. Just move your body side to side a little. Just seeing all the areas that we challenged the body this morning. Inhale and exhale. I'm still sitting tall. It's muscle memory. It kicks right in. More we exercise and engaging our muscles, we are instilling that memory. So more and more our body is used to this. It'll remember to do this every single time. And then at the point where you don't even need to think about it anymore, the muscle memory will kick in and it'll engage constantly. Okay? And that's where we want to be. So shoulders down, inhale all the way up. Put our hands together and bring it down. And we thank God for this time. Thank you for joining me. If you would, please, I want to share a couple of equipments that I have that if you want, you could easily purchase from Amazon. Very inexpensive. One is, of course, the ball. It's my core ball. It's a 7-inch ball. It's very flexible. And and this is what I use in classes. Those of you who come to my classes know. We use this instead of a towel for our lower back, right? But those of you, I've been doing a lot of work with this and figure out different ways of working it. For example, you could do this sitting on the chair and just literally you squeeze the ball like this. We are strengthening our chest muscles right here, right? And then another thing we can do is when you come here and just squeeze the ball, we're strengthening our tricep muscles. And then we can come bring it here and you strengthen. You're really strengthening your shoulders, your back. I mean, all these, it's amazing. I just, things that we can do with this, just a little ball like this, right? So I think you could get this for like $7 or $8 on Amazon. So I highly recommend it. If you do purchase it, let me know. If all of you get it, then I could actually use this in our class too, okay? So let me know. Another thing that I have that I want to share with you that's very inexpensive. Again, you could even get it like under, sometimes like under $3, is a yoga strap. Instead of a towel, a rope, or you can even get a piece of rope, right? Like we can use this to stretch, to do everything else. This is another stretch that I wish we had time to do. We just move. So another thing that we can use is a yoga towel. But if you don't have any of this, that's fine. Towel works just as great. Thank you for joining me this morning. And please remember Thursday at 9:30 a.m. I am here as well. Okay? Bye.